Hello, everyone. It's just such a joy to see so many old faces and new faces. And I have to say, with each face I see, I take a deep breath because, we're together again. We're together again. We're together again. It just feels so much better than online, I have to say. You know, we're grateful for online, as Dharmarajan said, but on the other hand, nothing replaces being together. Nothing replaces that. And so, there so few words, I should say, come to mind when I just feel like drinking in all of your presence and the gratitude that I feel with all of your presence as well. For those of you who are new, don't be shy, or maybe after you're shy a little bit, you can come out of your shell because you're with spiritual family now. You're with your own, and there's just nothing like being in a room full of meditators and also Guru Bhais. Hi, Gitanjali. Nice to see you. There's a seat up front if you want it, right here. And when all the Guru Bhais are together, that's why I was chanting Jai Guru, because really we're here for one reason, Master and Swamiji and our gurus, but we're here for one reason, for the Guru. And then maybe another reason for Kriya Yoga. And so, it's wonderful being in a room where the spines are straight. And everybody goes like that. But what I mean by that is, meditation is a journey inward, and it's a journey to a straight spine, and it's a journey up the spine. That's all it is. And unfortunately, what I found teaching online, over time, people became more and more restless. More and more. In classes, people are, just like bored of being online, just looking at a screen with someone going blah, 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 blah. Even though it's like, don't you want Kriya Yoga? And it's like, yeah, I do. So it's just, part of it is let's raise the energy. And that's one reason why we wanted to have this event today and invite everyone to come, because Jyotishji said something very funny in the satsang last week. He said, when we're online, you can just be in your pajamas and just, it's on now. I'm present, Now that many times cameras were not on, although in classes, I always require the cameras to be on. But satsang, what are you going to say? Everybody must have their camera on. We're not going to say that. Even Kriyaban classes. But anyway, now we all have our cameras on in this room. Everybody's camera is on. And we're not just from here up. So what a joy to have that, But now it's time to let go of the restlessness. It's time to come back to the spine. It's time to, when you come here, as many of you, the new people might notice, this room is very powerful. This temple is very powerful. So, when we opened up a little bit to people who had been here before earlier by appointment. And those who came, which was not a lot, but those who came said it felt like I was never away. And so I hope those of you who have been here before feel that instant connection that's come, and just begin to feel again. Feeling is the key to letting go of restlessness. And, we've had this COVID that we've had to protect from. And by the way, thank you to everyone we hope can wear your mask for now. And even you can wear your mask. Others can wear their mask, please. But not for long. We're going to just see how it goes. And, it just seems like the right thing to do now. But we'll relax that. And we'll probably relax the vaccination requirement at some point, too. We'll listen to the scientists and just kind of see. And so for now, we're kind of stuck with this. But at least we can come. And of course, when everyone's outside eating, that's always been the funny thing. It's like, masks are required everywhere. Well, let's go to the restaurant. So, we don't want to live in ridiculousness either. So maybe it means the masks come off sooner. I don't know. We'll get advice from doctors. Maybe Dr. Vivek can help us with that. He's a specialist and has helped so many of the doctors. I just want to say thank you for helping people, and thank you for surviving through such a difficult time. Ourselves in this Sangha, especially last March, for a number of months, hundreds of deaths. Hundreds. How does a society recover from that? I'm sure the grieving is not done. And so, but Kriya Yoga can help us with that. And we can be a strength for others who have had to go through that. The key is trying to feel your spine. But the more you can feel, the more you'll also be able to feel others on the other side who have left the planet. We can tune into those souls. Master gave ways to get quiet, get silent, and grief, the stages of grief that we go through when we lose someone blocks our ability to communicate with them, unless you're highly sensitive and intuitive. But usually that grief blocks. And while we're crying, which is natural, and I'm definitely not saying don't cry, but when we're crying, they're reaching out to us saying, I'm okay, but we're like this. But, over time, we can open up a little bit more. And what I was starting to say also was that the COVID has forced us to shield ourselves from everybody, maybe not family outside the house so much, but that shield up. Whenever we have a shield up, it blocks all things, the good and the bad. And so I'm not saying don't be cautious still, but we want to unblock the shield and make sure that the divine presence is coming within. Make sure that we are feeling Master so deeply. And having spiritual family is so helpful, because when we're in our weak moments, many people went through very difficult things during this time, depression and, maybe not doing meditation so well because of the restlessness that was happening, and also just, charging through the life of just doing online or whatever we had to do, just doing the Dharma. You get into warrior mode, but that gets rid of receptivity mode. So let's take this time to receive, to come to this temple and receive, and we welcome all of you to come as often as you want. We are closed usually on Mondays and Tuesdays, but the other days you can come and and just come and receive. You know, we all deserve it. We all deserve to receive as much as possible. We've endured so much in these past 2 years. It's time to receive. Receive the love of Divine Mother who's always there for us. She just wants us to feel her blessings so deeply and to feel love in our hearts, not just for our families, because there was that intense time of just being alone with the family, but with Guru Bhais now. And when we can step outside of ourselves in sharing, in giving love, tolerance, and just gratitude for Guru Bhais, that comes back to us. We feel the heart open even more when we're in sharing mode. And it brightens someone else's day to reach beyond just where we've had to reach for these past 2 years. And so that's the other reason to have this family together. It's really a celebration today also of just feeling again, of feeling Master again, feeling Divine Mother as a group. And when we go through hard times, you can walk through into this room a broken person, you know, from whatever you've felt, and you are supported by the love of the masters that exists here, supported by the love of Guru Bhais. You don't have to be anything more. You don't have to put on, I'm a strong spiritual warrior. You know, you don't have to put on any airs. And those who are old and new coming through the door are equal. You know, this is not a place with strong hierarchy. It's not a place where, oh, I've been meditating this long, oh, I've been meditating that long. Because really, meditation is lifetime after lifetime. So how do we know how many hours a day we meditated in our last life? Most likely a lot. And you know, it seems like householders don't get as much meditation as those who used to live in caves in past lives. But we're here to meditate, to do our householder duties, and to succeed in union with the divine. And we can do it. And maybe over these years we've lost a little bit of that, what are we here for? You know, lost a little bit of that, but we can get that back. We'll be even more strong, and we can fill ourselves up with divine presence and then radiate that to others, you know. And, you know, that's why I thank the doctors and all the workers who have had to radiate. Think how difficult that is, you know. It's just unimaginable what some people on the front lines have had to deal with. So let's especially send love to anyone that has had an extra hard time in that way. And very soon it will be time to eat. And we have a catered meal for everyone. For those of you who are online, we're very sorry that you can't. Maybe you can eat through some manna from Divine Mother, and we hope you can come visit us soon. To those of you who live outside the country, we especially welcome you. There's no option, most likely, to get here anytime soon. It was amazing over these past few years. We had, it felt like Tamil Central, really, because we've had people from Canada, UK, Singapore, to millions, all joining Ananda Chennai in that way. So in that way, we do have this kind of international community. But I highly recommend the international community come and merge with the Chennai community. And I mean, just nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. But if that's all you have, then soak it in from your cameras as best you can. And so anyway, thank you, everyone. Just such a joy. We're going to have our arati now, and then a blessing, and then it will be time to eat.